Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Suit Up Geek Fix podcast. I'm Lo, he's Dibes, and today, right now, we are going to react live to the brand new James Wan trailer for Malignant. So without further ado, let's dig right in.
I'm having visions.
Yes.
The body of Dr. Florence Weaver was found brutally murdered in her home this morning.
Did you know her? No, but I saw her die. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing murders as they're happening.
Hello?
Interesting.
He says his name is Gabriel. I think he's someone from my past.
What did Philip United do?
Happy birthday.
Whatever happened to you before you joined our family hurt you in a way that I can't even imagine.
Stop saying that. Maddie, who are you talking to? Gabriel.
Is he your imaginary friend? Imaginary?
He's the devil.
Oh, man.
Whatever it was, it's back.
He killed again. He's getting closer.
He wants to talk to you.
Mom, what do you know? He's coming from me. Who are you, Gabriel?
Wow, man.
Just in time for my birthday. Holy moly. So, hey, Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter, if you guys don't know. This guy is a huge James Wan fan, man. What are your thoughts, bro?
That looks amazing. That looks like if you know James Wan, you know this guy will bring the best atmosphere of all horror films. Like, I love his atmosphere. I love that feeling of like dread that he gives us in Insidious and Conjuring. I thought there was a little touch of like Saw in this a little bit. I don't know if you felt that as well. So it looks like he's combining all of his babies into like one film. You have like kind of the supernatural vibes of the Conjuring and Insidious, but then you have this like almost like borderline sinister vibe where there's this, like the slasher flick, mystery crime thriller going down in the background as well, like via Saw. All that, or maybe it's like Hereditary, like there's something sinister, pun intended, going on in the background too. I loved it, man. I'm all in. You saw me geeking out. That looked great.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think off bat, especially with that circular one shot that we got with the visuals, James Wan's camera work, and he's always working in hand with a cinematographer. His films are always visually appealing, appetizing, whatever you want to call it. They're always visually beautiful. I'm excited for that. A lot of no names here, a lot of like actresses I'm not terribly familiar with. And with that being said, though, I mean, that's not always a bad thing. So there's some concerns. There's no star power here, but I'm also curious about the world he's building here. Because obviously the Conjuring universe is in and of itself in its own thing. Insidious even has its own little micro universe in itself. And if those are any indications of what he can do with this brand new horror film, I'm excited just because, you know, Insidious and Conjuring were so groundbreaking at the time. Saw started its own franchise. So if there's any reason to doubt him, I mean, there's no reason to doubt him, I should say. So yeah, man, I mean, how would you grade this trailer on your hype? And I mean, are you super excited to see it?
Dude, words can't explain, man. That's a solid like 9+, easy.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Babadook?
I have not.
All right, so that's where like we think of like Malignant, and there's so many different ways you can interpret it. By the way, Luke says this looks creepy as hell, and I agree, man. That, like you said, Loretto, like James Wan is for me one of my favorite directors, right up there with the masters of horror, and the way his visuals. He looks like the budget is way up for this one too, which is really exciting. But I'll give it like a 9.2 out of 10. I didn't even know this was like in the works. I just literally you just told me. I was like, yes. I've been dying for a horror movie to watch. It's been way too long. But man, James Wan, I trust. This looks really strong. But going back to the Babadook, it's a movie where you don't know if it's the horrors of what's going on within the main character's head or an actual monster. And I'm kind of hoping that this is the vibe we see here. The Babadook is terrific. If you haven't seen the Babadook, absolutely insanely well done. It's a movie at the end where you have to talk about it. This could be another one of those.
Yeah, that's actually been on my watch list for a while, ever since we did the horror rankings that we did. But I got to say, my only concern is, I think in Conjuring 2, what was that character called that was inside of the little spinning contraption? Was he the Crooked Man or something like that? Or the
Man, 100%. That was the second one, though.
Yeah, the second Conjuring. So the Crooked Man, that was probably my least favorite part of the Conjuring 2. The CG was a little rough, and it looks a little CG heavy here. I think that's my only main concern. But in James Wan we trust. I think he's a phenomenal filmmaker. I actually love Aquaman. Fast 7's good with me. So, I think he's a filmmaker that you just have to trust. So I have my concerns, but at the same time, I'll rate this trailer an 8. It looks visually awesome, as it always does with a James Wan picture. So with that being said, man, what else we got going on this week, man?
We got our upcoming female movie character draft going down July 24th, 8 p.m. East Coast time, live. We're going to do a live draft, 10 teams, and a post-game show. Each team has five of their favorite like fantasy football style of their favorite female movie characters. Nobody knows each other's list. It's going to be a lot of reaction. It's going to be a lot of laughing, trash talking, just all that fun stuff. And just to celebrate film, celebrate women in film. It's going to be a ton of fun. So keep a lookout for that this July 24th.
I'm so excited. And I'm not going to lie, this was the kind of draft. I was hoping to have a mid to late round pick because I kind of want to see what people are going to go for. I feel like there's a lot of pressure picking 1, 2, and 3 because you're setting the precedent for everyone else. And to be honest, I'm torn right now between which direction I'm going to go. So stay tuned on this channel for the greatest female movie draft. We're going to draft the best teams. It's going to be a great time. That about wraps it up for this Malignant trailer reaction. I can't wait for this film. It's near my birthday, so that'll be a treat for me. Getting a great horror picture right before my birthday. So for Dives, for myself, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.